their time with the ready ups, but I just need to go through 3 builds because we have a bit of a repeating going on. First one is Gnun, or Gnun, or Nun as we are probably going to call him. He is a Scepter Focus and Hammer DPS Meditation Guardian. Hammer, a lot of CC, a lot of burst damage, and also good negate against burst damage. We have the blocking ability, we have Shelter, a lot of stuff for that going on. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Also, renewed focus if it comes down to it. Then we do have Eternia playing Staff Elementalist with the Pirate Rune, and Celestial Amulet is kind of the support for the team. At least the hard support. The rest is kind of, I'd say, CC and AoE damage, if we're gonna judge it on anything we've seen from the last game. Then, Kazers, he is playing... Oh, wait, wasn't he on a Hambo in the last match? He switched over to a Shout Warrior.
Yeah, he's gone Shoutbow now, so that's a change.
Okay, so a little bit of a change there. Then Ryu, he stayed on a Hambo Warrior with the Battle Standard to pick people up immediately. Battle Standard also on Kazers, so a lot of instant reses coming in if somebody falls. They don't need to bother with a standard res. And then Drazé on the same build that we have seen on Jinan. DPS Meditation Guardian.
Oh, okay. Just got to get rid of someone in the arena.
I said for a couple of times that Zuik is still here.
Yeah, but it's the kick isn't working. You have to ban people, and I'm a little bit reticent to do it.
Oh, really?
I think it's future tournaments, so
yeah, that's unfortunate.
All gone. So we have the 5v5. We have.
You already what shout? Okay, then I didn't really look at it too much. We jumped into the third match just really quickly because we still had a bit of time until we got to the finals. Basically, the third match of time. Yeah, so we didn't have any time to go through the builds, and I missed that one. Apologies, but then Kazer was on shout all the time.
Yep, all good, all gravy. So, it's so funny that we've got this. This lineup's really worked for them actually. It's gonna be all good, and I'm looking forward to this game when people ready up and get on with it. I was so hyped after that TCG55 HP Monks game. I've actually had a bit of a break from my voice, which I suppose is good through that.
Yeah, maybe.
But hey. And we're looking good at the moment to get going very soon. If you're joining us, this is the final of the ESL Go4GW2 Cup number 14. And this is the first one of February. And this will give these teams good standing in going in towards the monthly, which will be held, of course, in March. Looking forward a little bit, but hitting the higher the point score, I mean, you know, it's going to affect their seeding, I guess, as well.
Is it? Wait, what affects the seeding for what?
Well, their placement in the actual table.
Yeah, for what? I know what seeding is.
For the month.
For the for the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yes.
In March.
I thought you were going to say that this placement now affects them for the upcoming month, the January one. But no, it is for the February monthly. And we have also 2 months after that. So yeah, it is double DPS Guardian is something we haven't really seen yet.
Sorry, the DPS Guardian.
Yeah, double Meditation Guardian.
Oh, double. Yeah. With the hammer, we got hammers on both at the moment. Yeah, so it's a lot of CC, knockback. Also, you know, restriction. You can use that Ring of Warding very effectively, and the blasts that come out from these guys is going to be pretty good as well. So we are starting the game now.
Yes, we are. So on the red side, we have IGN, aka. Insert guild name, and on the blue side, Ellie, aka 55 HP Monk. So let's have a look at the splits.
Eternia and Castle going to mid. That's going to be a long involved fight. EC and also Gnon going
on
to
Drazé.
as well.
Chosen and Misha just hit around the corner and immediately started an engage on Drazé, but Chosen as a thief is a bit too squishy to engage on 2 DPS Guardians. Almost gets down their pots from 1 ring of warding into the next ring of warding, and just barely gets out of their life. Not quite. We have a bit of damage coming in from Ryu, and therefore down Chosen Sin already. This could get really difficult for 55. I don't think that that the double clerics comp is really something that works that well against, yeah, whatever we have on the red side.
That was brutal. You see that knockback on Zan as well. Like, not able to offer up any support. And they're all doing well. Dresser just line of sighting that pull from Zan as well. Those two rings of warding as well together, like, was invaded so much space that neither of them could even get close in damage. Dresser now actually trying to get that. The banner comes out. We're going to see the res on Dresser there. It's looking pretty good for Red at the moment on this side of the map. They've taken out now 3 or 4 members. We've seen EC going down on the point as well. Zan is very low to going down. That's 4 members of 55 HP monks down in about a minute.
Yeah, and Eternia is doing pretty well holding the point against Misha and Chosen Sin. Almost got Chosen Sin down, but with Misha arriving here, of course, was able to disengage a bit. Now Eternia walking away from the mine point and just concentrating on winning the mid fight, because they just pretty much wiped 2 people off the map in the henge fight.
Indeed. I mean, oh, Jesus, the damage. Okay. This 55 HP monks is just getting completely destroyed at the moment in terms of just the fighting and just the actual focus
We have the
that's
Moa
coming up
coming
from the red
out,
team.
but look at Eternia, no damage whatsoever, even though he is Moa. 2 people coming to his assistance, and he just line of sights like a beast.
They used it well though, because
yeah,
I think it was more of a just get him off the point. You remember we've talked about this before, getting Moa, using it also is just, you know, take out the support. He has to run away, so he couldn't get up Dresser.
Yeah, and then turn it around on Dresser.
Yeah, good tactic in the end.
I missed that for a second, I apologize. So,
Oh, good.
now, Rayu. Rayu,
you
the
didn't do
only
that. You were just
one.
initiating conversation.
Rayu, the only one currently defending the henge, and it seems like Johnson down. Gnu came in. Zenon still with the support, but he's focusing on getting Rayu down and wants to really get the stomp before Chosen dies, but the damage is a bit too much, and just the kill of Chosen Sin is going to mean the ready second down save. Misha initiating the first res. We do have a line of warding coming down. Fear is coming in. Do we have Fear Me on Kazi? As it looks like that. And Battle Standard comes down. No need for resing here.
No, not at all. Oh, Genon did a fantastic job there, using those rings of warding and also the combination of the blast and also knockback to make sure that you know, they could keep their players alive. And this is what's the difference between these 2 teams at the moment. Red are surviving at the moment. They've got survival coming out of their backsides, and they're doing a fantastic job rotating towards mid now. Eternia can go into maybe a fight over on the far point, but we are going to see EC going over there as well. They're probably just going to be walking hand in hand. Karsib is on the point now over on mid versus Karzez, who's actually just going to, just a 1v1. Maybe we could see a push from Reiju from the henge actually over towards the mine as well. But that is the respawn, of course, of the blue team. So if red team get any kills, they can recap that point, and anything they make over on the mine would be wasted. So probably a good idea he stays there.
A nice knockback on Eternia. Earth Armor came a little bit late on that one. Chosen Sin trying to go for the rest, but he is too squishy. Issei, however, in a perfect spot. Chosen Sin didn't try to get the rest, he tried to get the damage, and Issei got the stomp afterwards. So a rather organized fight seems to be working better for 55. And they managed to at least not get caught that much by the DPS Guardians. Because if you think about it, DPS Guardians, normally you want to keep your thief away from a DPS Guardian out of the enemy team. How do you do that if they have 2?
Well, they need to keep. I mean, they're doing a good job at focusing them in the end. They separated Dresser from the rest of the team, so they've got 1 down. They just need to work out what they're going to do with the other one, like you said. But I think as long as they're applying pressure to those guys. But the thing is, the red team are really rallying around them at different points. They only really failed in that instance because a big cooldown was used from 55 HP monks. Thankfully for them, they used it to a positive effect in the end. So it's still fairly even, really, now. I think now the game's just suddenly started to actually cool down. And
we have the Moa coming in from Rayu, and he interrupted the rest because he saw he wasn't really going to get anywhere with that. At least not on his own. Eternia coming in from the side. Support static field coming out on the point. Not catching Karsab, but definitely keeping the rest of the team away from him. And maybe just in a position where they can catch Chosen Sin off guard and no one is able to rest. I think Issei might have dodged off the side there.
Maybe. Maybe he did, but this is happening at mid. No one is watching their back point. 55 HP Monk Zan is moving back. Normally so good at watching the back node. He hasn't actually moved there
but not that
fast
much
enough.
on Niflheim, to be honest.
Yeah, probably less so. More on Fofire, I guess.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at that. He's actually using that Elixir S to make sure it doesn't get pinned down there. Dodging the Earthshaker as well. Using that supply crate to try and stun him as well on point to drop a load of damage down. Not able to do that.
Oh, is they actually trying to go for the res on Misha, but he has Drazé on him, and now with Nu and 2 other people coming in, the damage is going to be too much. He needs to pull out a couple of cooldowns and still leave Misha there to die. Static field from Carside coming on. Very nice placement. He might actually get the cap on there. Very close, 1 tick away. Drazé makes it on there, but a knockback from the Staff Alley could very well be it.
So now we still have. They need to watch that back point to make sure they don't have any points missing. Obviously, that's to make sure they can actually stay in this game. We are going to see Chosen Sin, and it looks like Misha try and sandwich Eternia. If they can get some nice burst on him, they can end this quite quickly and maybe get that decap, which is probably the idea they want to have.
That's a good
which
rotation.
Is why moving Zan over into the mid is a good idea. As well. So hopefully they're going to get the decap. Eternia has to line of sight and try and get around the node. Using a lot of cooldowns there. He's going to go down. 55 HP Monks will pick up the 2 cap. They've actually left someone at mid and they've actually gone back over towards the mine. Although we're going to have Zan here on his own for a little bit of time. EC moving back.
Oh, barely out of the Elixir S.
Oh.
Is they coming in with the support, shield, block ability from Zan coming in and just completely walking out of line of sight and leaving Issei to tank it for a little bit of time.
He's got some cooldowns as well, and he's got that shield to knock him off node if he needs to, and also reflect those projectiles coming in from Kazes. A good job. The rotation was perfect.
Oh, nice with the refuge res, and now we have a portal coming in, immediately going back to the henge to chase Eternia off, but Issei directly on his way to the point that is currently on the big aggression. Eternia, actually, they killed him really, really fast. Is Reiju going to be able to get the rest on that, or is he not even trying? No, he isn't. Henge stays in the hands of 55. He's moving back to the midpoint, which might get decapped, which will be decapped because he isn't fast enough. Misha being very sneaky on that one. Just porting up, decap coming out, and now 55 again in a position where they can make up a little bit of that lead that IGN has gathered in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's going to be a big issue. Getting that decap at mid was important for 55 to come back in this game, because it was certain that Red Team had such a significant lead that maybe they'd be able to take this, but 55 HP Monks, like the last time we saw Monk Ilo, are not going to give up no matter what happens. They want to take this game. They want to win this final and get themselves some cashito, which is going to be good for them in the end, obviously, because money is nice. Reiju is, at the moment, just applying pressure towards Chosen Sin, who's been caught in a bit cleave down there, maybe overextended a little bit, reporting towards Zan. Zan might be able to get the res here, not enough pressure coming out. Oh, nice from Reiju, able to pin down Zan, and might actually get him down as well, as we see the Scepter 2 coming in. Nice cleave coming out from Ganon, and he's going to have to go. He's going to be chasing Zan now, low HP for him. It's going to be complicated.
You can, although we have now at least a little bit of a moment for the red team, you can see 55 evolving their playstyle against this team comp a bit. They're learning as the match goes on, and it's a really good thing, because we've seen a lot of times teams that might learn from the first game, but they aren't able to apply the lessons they have learned in the first game already. They only get around to it in the second match, then it might already be too late if you have an unfortunate mistake.
This is starting to turn into a slow game as well.
Yeah, they kind of all found their positions.
Yeah. Coming back
at
now,
first it was just complete chaos.
Yeah, it was. It really was. But the red team now have got the cap. Only 3 points difference in between these two teams, and just under 5 minutes left to go. Could this be a nail-biting finish for the Forest bosses? We will have to wait and see. We still have a way to go, but it's looking quite slow at the moment. Red team very close to a mid-cap. Carsey and Lucy doing a good job, but then remember, this is a situation they do not want to be in. We talked about this in the first game, first set of games they were playing. If they get into a team fight situation, they were without their support. 55 HP Monks kind of start to lose out a little bit, but have done okay with their rotation there, and have moved back together actually quite well.
Yeah. Didn't get too aggressive, or at least managed to get out of the aggressive position there. You really don't want to have your squishy classes right behind the enemy line
Exactly.
against this team. Because that's just dangerous and unnecessary. You need to position yourself well. I think, especially against something like this might get more and more kind of the team structure of World v World, where you really want to have the bunkers in front and protect the people on the back, and there is no try to quickly burst somebody out, because they can just burst you back the same amount.
Yeah, exactly. They've got that. Oh, it's full decaps across the map now. 20 points in it, but blue team are going to pick up the first cap. Are red team going to be able to answer again with their cap over on the henge? We'll have to wait and see, but it's not looking too good for them. The fear comes out from Karzes. Karzes is going to be able to maybe go down here, I think.
But they need to be quick with the stomp. Issei coming in for support, but if Nu and Reiju engage on Chosen and Misha, that's going to be a quick finish for them.
Yeah, but Issei's here on time as well, so it's going to be okay. Over on the mid, we've got the 2v2 situation. That's just going to keep going and going. Karsib is just on full HP, so is Zan. Red team losing the lead that they had and actually losing the game at the moment. As
and really nice, you can really see that Zan had the 50 seconds timer in mind after he got the call that they killed Kaze, immediately moving back to go, oh, maybe a little bit not
Red team picking
quick
up mid.
Enough.
We've got a cap here.
A little bit not quick enough. I'm just brilliant today.
It's okay. It's okay. We know what you meant. My English is a bit slacking sometimes, and I'm English. Kaziz over here needs to try and get Zan off point as soon as possible, but Isi's going to come in. Oh no, but as he gets... Zan just knocks him off point to answer with any kind of knockback that he would bring in there, as we see a kind of fight migrating over towards the mine, As we get in towards the last 2 minutes or so of the game, we could potentially... Oh, we see Misha down at the moment. We are going to see the res, maybe. The port was good. We are going to see Chosen Sim pick up Misha in the stealth state as well as they move towards mid. And actually be
that is
very
a good move.
pressurized.
Issei and Zan put over against 4 people now on the mine node. They are going to be dead in a second, but it's going to take a while for them. And if they can pick up at least the neutral on mid, and we've seen how fast the pain train can take care of Eternia, but just the knockback is going to be enough, not even necessary to kill him.
Oh, they need a decap over on the henge. They need to send someone to do it now. Zan is down. He's gone. They could just keep that point contested. They're doing it. Okay, now they need to send Ganon over towards the henge, or maybe they just want to pick up the 2 cap, but that could be too late. We only have 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the game, and it's easy to forget that their time rate is
actually,
also a factor.
we're gonna see a creature start.
Oh god, they need the henge decap. Oh, they know the respawn's happening. Zan will probably look after that. That's going to bring him back by 25 points, but it's not going to bring him back entirely into the game. They need to think about what else is going on.
Misha wants to steal. Misha fast enough after the first burst of noon. There isn't really much to follow that up with. He is saving his meditations to really pull him out all at the end. Knockback happening. There we go, and he got it. That brings them back into the game almost...
One boss kill could bring it back.
One boss kill and one stomp.
What? Oh my, no. One boss kill puts them 1 point ahead.
Oh, that is really where the people are going to move. I don't think we are going to see anything like a decap anymore. Zan is on the henge point. He's keeping that one safe. Misha is currently chasing away Eternia. The knockbacks aren't really happening. Engage the boss. We have 35 seconds of time left on the clock. Do they? No, you can't. No, you definitely can't. Because I think they might actually not have the time in mind.
No, they're doing it.
They might not have the time in mind. Now, people are grouping up, and I think Kaz is supposed to take the boss, while the rest tries to keep the squishies busy. 15 seconds. They need to be quick. We have Eternia in range there, but Chosen Sin and Misha, they have a burst potential that is ridiculous.
Come on, the damage!
The damage needs to be there. They didn't get it. 1 point ahead with the failed steal there. They got the creature kill, and that brings them to 464 to 463. First round in this best of 3 going over to IGN. I really was afraid they didn't have the timer.
Again?
I really was afraid they weren't going to have their eye on the timer there, and were just going to try and go for henge there. But correct decision, and I'm really curious that they didn't get the seal there. I mean, Misha and Chosen Sin. They should really have the burst. I didn't see any, do we see any CC on them maybe? That could have been very interesting as well. Such a clutch play. Such a clutch play. The only thing that could have brought them back, that one creature kill.
Whew! Just watching the end of this game.
Yeah, me too a little bit while I'm talking. Trying to, oh, awesome.
It's so good, but that last hit.
Seeing a jet, all part of the plan, all calculated. Sure, sure. In the last 15 seconds, yeah, let's quickly do the boss. We got this.
What is going on?
Got a thief and a mesmer around. Nah, screw it. We're safe.
Amazing. Amazing. What an exciting game. This has been one of the best Go4s that we've ever had.
Yeah.
I know we haven't had that many, but we're still... but also, just to note, that Karsib has to leave because he actually has to go out. So now they're going to get a sub in. So Demon Lord's going to come in, I believe, and probably playing Warrior, I guess.
Well, no, wait, Karsib needs to go.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's going to be a big difference.
We could see Issei's. No, we couldn't. No, we couldn't. I'm just trying to move people around on classes they can play. Yeah, on a Warrior, that's going to change a lot. That's going to change a lot of their team composition. Oh, you've got Demon banned. Yeah, you need to unban him. That is the problem if people just stick around on the server after the game.
And how?
Yeah, I mean, people are just discussing that that Chosen Sin failed the steal. Guys, there were, I think, 2 DPS Guardians in range. 4, 5, maybe 6 people trying to time their burst in the last second. You saw that the boss didn't take any damage until he went down to maybe 15%. Almost nothing, just a tiny bit to get him down to that 15% mark, and then everyone just wailed on all the damage they had. At that point, it doesn't really have that much to do with skill. It's a bit of a coin toss if multiple people time their burst exactly. If it's one person trying to get the boss and a thief comes in, then the thief should get the steal, if he times it correctly. If it's just a whole bunch of people wailing their damage on it, then it's a bit of luck.
Just as I was trying to...
Although, you can try and make the most of that luck by maybe knocking down the thief. Maybe give him a knockdown, maybe an immobilize. Maybe take him out sooner, get the preparation for the boss. So even though it might come down to luck, you can work against that.
He's actually playing Ellie.
Have we ever seen Drazay on a Ranger? Does he just want to say that he can multi-class everything?
Oh my god.
No, Ranger coming out?
Don't know, but I didn't know Demon Lord played Ellie, actually, if I'm honest. Maybe they've got...
Demon Lord playing Ellie and Drazay switched over to the Power Ranger. So apparently that seems to be the new move. If you go to full fire, you switch in a Power Ranger.
I mean, 55 HP Monk's doing good by replacing the member. Okay, it's just one amulet that's different, but you know, Ranger is good on this map.
Yeah,
man. I mean,
definitely.
And he's just gone full. He's gone full power. You know, he's gone for a power build there. It's going to be pretty nice if he can just get on the top. That's going to counter. You know, it's going to counter almost Misha and Chosen Sin to a degree if he can get the burst off.
I think you also have to say that if there are people that can really just take control of a Power Ranger, then it's Chosen and Misha. They can time their burst. And we've seen in the, the last Weekly Cup, that the one mistake you are really not allowed to make is to try and just straight up engage a Power Ranger. You need to stealth up or infiltrate a Signet or any other kind of point directly on him. If you give him the space of walking across the entire midpoint, then you are most definitely down when you get there.
And he can use, you know, if they engage him right up front, he can use lightning reflexes to hopefully get back and then use like the knockback on the bow, and then you are absolutely screwed.
Then comes an entangle.
Like you said. Yeah, and the whole combo comes out, and he's going to be tough. But We have to see.
So that's interesting. Otherwise, people say the same. We still have a Hambo. We still have a Celestial Staff Ellie. We have Karzer still on the Sheld Warrior. And Gnoon on the... For some reason, I can't seriously pronounce that name.
There's 4 letters are tough.
Yeah, they are. Well, you pick a pronunciation of it. I'll let you choose. None.
It'll be completely wrong.
Silent G.
Yeah, silent G. He's a guardian. If you think of like guardians being holy.
So Demon Lord not going for the clerics, so we don't have a double cleric setup anymore. That changes quite a bit of the dynamic of it.
Yeah, I think so. Nun's actually got some interesting... I don't know why I just picked out of anything I could pick then. I just looked at his weapon set, so it looks like he's just gone to the bottom of the sea, picked out a bit of coral and a starfish and stuck it on a bit of... It's so random. I've never seen those weapons before. Sorry. Anyway, we have got...
What, Bifrost?
No. None.
None.
Yeah.
None. Oh, yeah. Shard of the Deep.
Okay.
And the Mighty Krite Star. Going with an aquatic theme.
Aquatic, indeed. But he is
Under
a tree.
the sea.
He's an... Oh my god, really?
What?
Nick goes into random... I can't even remember the name of that movie.
Ariel the Mermaid or something.
Oh wow, Ariel, you remember everything?
Isn't that the title? It is, right?
What? Ariel the Little Mermaid?
Yes, something like that. What?
It's just the Little Mermaid, man.
Oh,
What are we talking about?
No clue, because we have
I started it.
We have a Savari who thinks he's not a standard plant but algae. We're just trying to pass the time.
So what we're going to talk about right now is the fact that we have everyone in the map. We have a replacement for Carsip, who's going to be Demon Lord, who's going to be playing Celestial Amulet. We're bound to get a little bit of random backlash in chat for the Little Mermaid conversation. But we've actually lacked a bit of randomness today, so it's absolutely fine. Guys, we cannot control, or we can control how fast this goes. But as we had that problem earlier, I'm very reticent to just start the game. So we are going to wait for everyone to be sorted, get on TS, and back in the game, because it's the final. This is for money now. It's literally for 300 euros because we got 400 euros for winner, we got 100 for second. We do have 2,000
and don't
gems
forget
for
the
them.
Go 4 points. Don't forget the Go 4 points. And they are important to qualify.
Important.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. And if in seeding wise, it really is important for the end of the month as well, you know. I mean, whether or not, I can't remember exactly how the seeding works, if I'm honest, but I will double check hopefully before the end of this. But it should be whoever's got the most amount of points will be 1 seed. And if you're 1 and 2 seed, you may avoid the teams that may, you may avoid those teams that are making it difficult to make you win the end amount of money, which is quite significant.
Oh, I just played around with the zooming feature and suddenly leaves. Okay, but enough with the randomness. Yeah, enough with the randomness. We have IGN with the first win in the last match on Niflhel against 55 HP monks on the blue side.
Right, so now we are going to start the game. We have got the blue team running in towards... I have sorted them out, Colin. Look, we just started. And we're going over towards the quarry. Demon Lord just moving into the point versus Eternia currently over on the quarry point. We do see Reiju just trying to line a sight just in case anyone comes into the waterfall.
Oh, Jose is the first target and the Power Ranger is down already. Eternia going for the rest attempt. Ring of Warding on there, but the damage is too much for anyone to really seriously try that. Waterfall uncontested cap on that one, but it looks like 55 might completely roll over them on the quarry point.
Yeah, it's looking good at the moment. Chosen Sin looking quite low, needs to be very careful. Look at... Oh, good job trying to get Gnun trapped into that Chaos Storm there, just on point. Looking quite tough at the moment, needs to try and pick up any points they can as soon as possible. We'll have a look at the mid. EC is going to be 1v1 versus Reiju. That's not very exciting. Let's go back over towards the quarry. Why not? As we see the fight going over towards the side now. Zan's actually trying to get back on node with that toolkit, trying to mitigate any damage there.
And we do have Chosen Sin down. Dreze just chased him. I think he came out of the gate and took Chosen Sin, who was trying to escape just from the team fight because he was quite low. Now left there to bleed. He's going to die. No, he's not trying to rest. If there are just too many players of the red team currently in a position to interrupt that, and they are actually having a look. Now a couple of shots from the Power Ranger coming in to finish him off in mid. We have Misha on his way to get a decap on the waterfall, but Kazer is just on him, is a little bit quicker, and even tries to get him down before he makes his way over to the waterfall.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they've got a nice little buffer, like 40 or so points. Misha, oh wow, being chased by Kaziz, he needs to be careful. He's not going to, probably won't get the decap there. You're dropping that Chaos Storm, nice job from him there actually. We're going to see Chosen Sin jumping in from that respawn, so nice actual gather of those two players over on that node actually, forgetting the respawn of Chosen Sin which was my problem, and they're going to take him out quick. They might even pick up this node. Now one of them needs to move towards the mid and actually take advantage of this 1v1, which is forever going, as we've seen Eternia just dropping into that point as well. He's actually going to go over to far to try and make sure that isn't capped maybe, although he gets stuck at the top, dropping that stag field. Oh, that was a good job. Maybe he's never going to get on the point. Oh my god, Eternia just gets onto the point beast of a man from across the map, Nick. Wow.
I completely missed that because I was having an eye on Demon Lord holding out quite well and keeping the neutral on the quarry point for pretty much the same amount of time that they needed to get the waterfall point finally, after Eternia being a hero apparently. And now we have the Power Ranger coming in, and the Power Ranger is in a position where he can just pick off Chosen Sin or Misha if they try to get there. And Misha actually makes the move of using the portal to not get into the trap of engaging just with a straight walk up on a Power Ranger.
They've got the banner initiated on towards the waterfall now. We've seen the Chaos Storm drop. Loads of damage coming onto the point there. Got to be careful, these guys. How's EC doing in mid? He's not doing too well. 2v1 situation means he's going to go down. Knock off. That's not good. That's great tactics. That's where the hammers come in. And we're going to see the confirmed down of EC. And that's a good job from the red team coming in there, killing him off and knocking EC off node, which means that no res at all was going to come out of Demon Lord because he might have lost the cap. That is clever play from the red team, and why they have those Guardians doing a fantastic job.
Jose is currently going completely mental on both squishies, just in melee fight. Johnson already down. Misha can't go for the rest. He needs to... where's Misha? Misha disengaged a bit. Yeah, is hiding in line of sight with the Chaos Field on there, to try and not die right after him. A bit of damage, even in down state, he's still got a bit of damage on Dreze because he is very squishy, and as soon as he comes in, the first bit of burst from Misha almost takes him down. He tries to disengage afterwards. Zenanan is chasing him. The conditions are on him. That will most likely be the end of him. No! Barely recovers on that one, and we do have the support coming in from Kaze as well.
I'm just wondering where Dreze is going to go now, where he's going to engage, because he's got his longbow out. He's going to stick to that longbow free, get advanced, and try and move. He's going to move actually towards the quarry. It's probably a good idea.
Chosen Sin is moving to the quarry, and he might actually get the decap against None.
Oh, this is good. Look at the position. He's going to just launch onto Misha there. Dreze just knocking him back as well. Got so much damage, but oh, good job. They dealt with that so well. Just initiating. I think he used the distortion shot. I'm not too sure. Yeah, he did indeed. That was a good reaction from Misha. Almost would have gone down.
Oh, we have the mower.
Oh my god.
The mower coming out. That is the end of Rayu, but we do have Dreze. Wait, Dreze? Why do we have Dreze? That was not a good position because he's not as tanky as he should be to get in there, but the Entangle could help. The Entangle gives him some breathing room. We should probably have someone from 55 now engaging on the quarry. Even if they get Dreze down, they are not... Oh, portal, yeah.
No, but he's
afterwards
got the portal at mid.
Yeah, but moving towards the quarry, getting the decap portal afterwards, switch out with maybe Zenanan, who is just now engaging on that, if he manages to get away from Kazer.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if it's a good idea that Misha gets involved in that, because I think he's actually having the most problems. Yeah, he's just going to stick with the full cap. Portal's gone, so that's a good decision, actually. To be honest, Chosen Sin is going to try and finish Reiju on his way. It's not going to happen, maybe. They're going to both engage on him. Chosen Sin is going to try and just jump through that stealth. And now they're going to try and focus on Reiju. Maybe use that as a jumping point to get back into mid, as they are just under 100 points. at the moment from trying to get back into this game. They've still got 8.5 minutes left. Still quite slow. Look at the damage coming out there from the DPS Guardian. Oh my god, onto the Chosen Sin. Such good damage, such good focus now. And then needs to push the
And
rest
we
of the
do
map
have
they can.
Zan down, but Issei with an easy res against Drazé and Eternia. Although Drazé potentially enough damage, but apparently pretty much get everything he has to offer out to get him down in the first place. Easy res, he did give up the cap now. Now Issei is in the problematic position of trying to get somewhere where he is useful again, but he has a Power Ranger on him, so he might actually not even make it there. Or just lose all of the cooldowns before he gets to mid.
Gotta be careful here. Have we got some support issues coming in as well?
Chosen down, Misha down. That is the work of the DPS Guardian.
They're doing really good. It's really, really kind of a joy to watch these two play at the moment. Although Gun is down as None is down as well. Misha is in the down state. Could it just
Zan
damage?
is so low. Zan actually managed to recover, but the rally on Noon is going to come out from Misha. Issei and Zan now against 3 people. Very much damage there from the combination of the 3. Just chasing him down. Nu is trying to keep the neutral on the quarry. Currently, again, only points incoming for the red team.
Yeah, and they're just extending the lead now. Just over 100 points hit for them. We are halfway through the game as well, and the time is ticking. Look at Eternia, who's going to go for that gate over on the west side of the blue team spawn. Potentially going to take that out in preparation for a Lord Rush, which is going to happen in 125 points if they could choose to go for it or use it maybe as a distraction tactic. Zan has gone down towards the red team spawn. They are a player down on the map. Red team potentially maybe going to lose Karzez over on the mid. Needs to be careful here. He is a big support for them, having their banner, that banner off cooldown as well. So needs to be careful. He has been taken out by Misha. And now maybe blue team could roll over midpoint, not too sure.
Oh, but the double outer point cap is going to bring the red team in the Lord Rush range really quickly. Only 100 points to go now. We see a little bit of a rally in the mid fight, but they also need to think about decaps on the outer points. Currently, maybe a bit of too much engaged on mid from red there. We have the quarry just completely open. Maybe they're just counting on Karzer after the respawn going there, but still, if Chosen or Misha would go there, they would definitely get the decap, and Karzer's not even going there.
No.
That is completely open, and nobody's going for it. Now, Noon maybe positioning himself again to have an eye on that. Yeah, there we go, and the moment has passed.
They've got such a buffer of points, though, that they can just... I think they're just going to go for a Lord Rush.
Yeah, nice static field to get the cap in mid. That is definitely something now on the side of 55. The midpoint is always a good thing to have to get the next engage on.
Mower! We can see the mower on Eternia. That's a good mower. If they can get on the node, maybe get a decap, get the 2 cap, come back into the game, not too sure. They really are going to take down Eternia here. He's gone into the down state. No one really in the space to offer up some support here. Karzis just needs to stay on node.
The DPS Guardian coming in immediately, putting Zan into some problems. We have the Ring of Warding coming out. Battle Standard coming out to bring him back up, and Zan falls afterwards. Zan ports back. Karzer getting the Storm Rally on Zan. That might be the comeback now for 55, engaging right here if Noon is not able to get Zan down as well. Portal coming out. Pain Train moving over to the quarry node.
Oh,
they really want to know it all now.
Yeah, they really have to. They have to come back, because if for anything, look, the red team are going for it. They're already going for the Lord. They've got the biggest characters there to do the most damage. They've got Drazik coming in. They've got Eternia coming in from behind. They've also got Gnun's just going to go straight for it. He's going to initiate so much damage onto the Lord. We're on about 60% health at the moment. No one from 55 HP bucks is really there, other than EC operating up that defense.
I think we already saw the heal, and the support is good at the moment coming out from Issei and Demon Lord. Will they get him? Can they get a bit of CC? Only 10% left. About the conditions are stacking. Last bit of burst CC coming in. No, he goes down. Double cap coming out. No point income for the red team anymore, but that doesn't matter. 150 points for the Lord kill. Just barely managing to get that. I think a bit an overcommitment from 55 here to get the rest of the map cleaned up. With a Power Ranger and a DPS guard, you can't just leave them hammering onto the Lord.
No, they really had to move. Like, to come back into the game, they needed to take a bit of a risk, which is what I thought they did. Whew. And still, with their epic, really good performance versus TCG, they couldn't take the final. Some upsets today, Nick. And we see if it is the whole team of GW2, they come from the Weekly Cup a couple of weeks ago, not really performing in the competitive scene together as much. Maybe someone can correct me, but not in that comp. Maybe they played last week, but I didn't watch the other games. And then just coming in, and whether or not they defeated Orange Logo, I'm not 100% sure. Still need to get the info on that. But if they did, they've just defeated Orange Logo, Team Zip Zap Zoop, and 55 HP Monks in a day.
That is a pretty good thing to have on your record.
I would say so, yes. I would say
so. Yeah, I think we had a disconnect in the last game, in the game Orange Logo against IGN. But even if that happened, they managed to get it to a third game, meaning they definitely had to win one game. We might have to get a bit more info on that, but I mean, we've just seen them beat 55 HP Monks. So it's definitely not out of the question to beat Orange Logo.
Indeed. And we just saw some, little bit of stronghold initiation, what might be happening. I'm going to keep talking about it because I'm so excited. But the Lord
I'm pretty excited as well.
Yeah, man.
After this, I'm going to finish my video on it and release that.